So I uploaded this large print owl coloring book to Amazon KDP and I created it using an AI tool called Midjourney, and in this video I'll be doing a review of this book and showing you how it's selling on Amazon. Now, just before we get started, welcome back to another video. My channel talks about Amazon KDP and making money online. And if you haven't seen the first video where I take you through a step-by-step guide of creating a coloring book with an AI tool called Midjourney, then definitely check that out so that you get the full understanding of the process. And then now I'm just going to be showing you in detail what that book looks like and what you can expect. So here's a printed copy of my coloring book. You can order author copies, which makes it much cheaper. And you can see the front cover has a glossy finish and it really gives it that polished design. And there is the back cover where I've just shown a few images that are inside the coloring book. And I've also mentioned that there's 20 coloring pages included. You can see that the coloring book, it is quite thin also. That's just because there's only 20 coloring pages included on the front. Then on the back page, it has been left blank. And this roughly makes 40 pages in total. Now, I do prefer the glossy finish just because coloring books, they can get a little bit messy and that glossy cover will provide it with that protection. So just taking a look at the inside of the book, you can see the first page, or you can call it the title page, has actually come out quite clear and looks good. Then just turning over, you can see the start of the coloring book, and this first page has come out quite well. Just going to kind of zoom in and go in to see the intricate details, and if you can closely see the lines in between the feathers do look a little bit blurry, as well as the leaves in the background. And just turning over to the second page, so one of the things I did try within this book is to use black backed pages, and this is just to prevent ink leaking onto the next page. This actually didn't come out too well. You can see the printing that some areas are quite kind of faded and it didn't look too great, so I'm probably not going to do this within any other coloring books. Now just turning on to the next page, here is one of the coloring pages that I did have a few issues with. You can see that once I go a little bit closer that some of the lines are a little bit blurry. This is just because the image was quite small and I did have to kind of scale it up. Again, it actually doesn't look too bad, and I just think it's those intricate details that you might just want to upscale a few pictures, but I'll show you that afterwards as I'm just scrolling through a few other coloring pages now, so you get a little bit more of an idea as to how most of these coloring pages turned out. And they did turn out quite well, with just a few that I really had to enlarge that kind of lost its quality a little bit. But you can take a look through the coloring pages for yourself and make your own assumptions. I'm pretty pleased with how everything came out. And again, this is probably one of the coloring pages that did come out a little bit blurry. You can just see again around the feathers. And this is another coloring page that would definitely benefit from an upscale. But this takes us to the end of the coloring book, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So let's take a look and see how this book is getting on Amazon.com market. You can already see that it has got a review, which I am quite surprised by. If you want an idea of the print length, then you can see that it's actually 44 pages and that is 8.5 by 11. Then just scrolling down to the bottom, you can see that it's got a quite high BSR of 785,000. Then if we could just go over and take a look at the UK market, we can take a look again and just scroll down to the bottom to see its BSR, and we can see that this is 318,000. So again, it is getting small sales. And just to see how much I've made actually from this book, we can see that from the UK market I've actually made a little bit more, and I've made £7.56, and in the US market I've made only one sale, and that has made me $2.04. So in total I've made $11.17, which again is a good start, and it actually covers my Midjourney subscription. And just taking a look to see how this coloring book is ranking, we can see that on the .com market, after the two first books which are run by ads, then we can see that it is the first book shown on the first page. So it is ranking really well. That's the importance of keywords and just being on that first page, as it is again in the UK market. It's just going to give it that higher percentage of getting that sale as well. So the book is ranking really well. Now, to improve our coloring images even further, what we're going to need to do is go to Midjourney and make sure that we save all of the coloring pages that we have created. Then next, we're going to need to go to a website called bigjpg.com, and this is the best AI image enlarger that I found so far, and the cheapest as well. You are able to upload 5 free images and just test out the quality, so that's what I'd advise you to do first. And if you are happy with it, then they do have an affordable pricing plan, and you can see that with the free plan you're able to do 20 uploads each month. That works out to 5 per week. If you go with the basic plan, that's a duration of 2 months and you get to upload 500 pictures. The standard, you get $12 for 6 months duration and 1,000 pictures, and then the premium is $22 and you get 12-month and 2,000 images. So if you've gone with the paid plan, then what you can do is just upload 20 images. And if you've got the free plan, which I encourage you to try out first, and just try 5 images first and just see if you're happy with the quality. And once you've uploaded all of those, all you need to do is just literally click start, and this will allow you to choose a settings that's best for you. So we're going to stick with artwork. We're only going to upscale it 4 times, as if we do 8 or 16, then the file becomes too large to put back into Canva. So we're just going to go 4 times. It still gives it a lot of detail and we don't need to do any noise reduction. As soon as we've done that, we can enlarge all images below. It does take quite a bit of time. You may be looking at 5 to 10 minutes just because the size of the files are quite large, and then all we need to do is download each one. Now we're just going to compare the quality of both images, and on the left is the upscaled image from Midjourney and on the right is the upscaled image using the Big JPG website. And if we just what we're going to do is just quickly zoom in, and you can see the more that we zoom in, then it starts to lose detail on the left hand side, but on the right hand side, the more that we start to zoom in, we can see the details even more, and that just creates a better coloring experience, as then you can color in all the details, whereas on the left hand side it does become quite blurry in certain areas. Now, once all the images have been upscaled, then make sure you re-upload them back to Canva or whatever editing software that you use, and then just go through and make sure you put them on each page, and you can check the detail again just to make sure. Leave the next page blank. I wouldn't advise doing the backed pages, and just make sure that you fill it all the way through. And then once you've done that, just make sure you click share in the corner. You make sure that it's a PDF print, and then always make sure that it's CMYK, as that's best for professional printing. And once that's done, then we need to go back to Amazon KDP, find the book, and then just click the 3 dots on the side and then click edit print book content, and then this will allow us to change the interior. And then we scroll down up until we get to the upload paperback manuscript. We just click that and then we upload the new PDF, and once that's been uploaded, then we're going to go down, click launch previewer, and then we're going to just take a look at the inside of the book and ensure that there's no errors and everything is correct. Again, you can scroll and zoom in just to make sure that all the detail looks fantastic, and it does. So then we can click approve. Then we can just scroll down to the bottom and click save and continue. Then just take a look at the pricing, the printing pricing and the royalty of what we'll get each time for a sale, and make sure we're happy with that. Then if we come to the bottom, there's an option to request printing proof, and this will just allow us to get a copy of our coloring book at a much cheaper price. I think it's only around $2.15, and you get to order up to 5 copies at one time, which will save you paying the full cost of the coloring book. Then once you've done that, then you can just click publish your paperback book, and Amazon should take 1 to 2 days to publish the book with the new interior. So thanks for watching another video, and if you've got any questions, then let me know.